Good morning, everyone. It's November 15th, 2018, and I'd like to welcome you to the Post Falls Urban Renewal Commission meeting. And I'd like to call the order, please.
Baltzell.
Here.
Crosby.
Here.
Horn. Here. Hauser.
Here.
Bowles. Here. And Davis. Here. And Commissioner Carstensen has an excused absence this morning.
Okay, very good. Thank you. If you'd all please rise and join Glenn Crosby and the rest of us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Okay, moving into the agenda. Under ceremonies, appointments, and announcements, I have none, but I do have a congratulatory note to say to Commissioner Rich Hauser, congratulating him on his selection or election to county assessor for Kootenai County. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, conflict disclosure. Do any of the commissioners have any conflicts with anything on the agenda this morning? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to the consent calendar.
Thank you. Good morning. Item A in the consent calendar is the commission meeting minutes of October 18th. Item B is the Finance and Policy Committee minutes of October 29th. Item C is the payables for this month totaling $5,658.45. On October 9th, the Finance Committee approved an order of approval for the Expo District, and a check was issued to J.R. Watson for $541.41. Item D is the bank activity report, which shows total in all funds of $3,221,005.01 and accrued interest for the month of $4,130.24. Item E is the financial reports as of October 31st. Your approval of the consent calendar will authorize the transfer of $4,130.24 accrued interest to the general fund and transfer to the Community First checking account $5,658.45 for the payables.
Okay, are there any questions on anything presented in the consent calendar?
Just one question. I note we had a checking account balance of $257,000. That's just a transition. There was a transition waiting to move that money to somewhere else.
That was.
Thank you.
That was.
Okay. Any other questions on the consent calendar? Okay, being none, I would entertain a motion to approve.
Mr. Chairman, I would move the approval of the consent calendar.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, any further questions or discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Baltzell.
Aye.
Crosby.
Aye.
Horn. Aye. Hauser.
Aye.
Coles.
Here.
Aye.
Davis. Aye.
Okay, motion carried. All right, committee updates, finance and policy. Commissioner Crosby, please.
Mr. Chairman, we've reviewed the October financial report and found everything to be in order. We also, the committee reviewed the Expo reimbursement. Welsh Comer did a very thorough job reviewing that. And we reduced the proponent's submission by $123,638 for work not totally completed and for administrative fees and charges in excess of the agency's policy. So we dispersed the accrued tax increment, as Diane mentioned, of $541,151.41, which brings our remaining obligation for that district to $832,103. We also reviewed the proposed sewer projects and discussed them with a representative of the city for the East Post Falls District, and we made them aware of the limitations we have on providing further financing until we've repaid in its entirety the outstanding obligation we have for the Greens Ferry overpass to Washington Trust.
Okay, very good. Any questions of finance and policy? I am very impressed and pleased with the extra work that the Finance Committee has been doing recently, along with Diane, relative to analysis of the requirements that we have for infrastructure as it relates to the Post Falls Technical Park. And there's been a lot of work put through into that, and I appreciate it very much, but it's really helping us keep a really good, strong handle on what exactly is going on, so we fully understand it. So I appreciate that from you and your committee.
Thank you.
Okay, Commissioner Coles, anything on district review at this time?
I have nothing.
Okay, very good. And communications, property, and personnel, Commissioner Davis is filling in for Commissioner Carstensen. Anything to report?
Sure. The committee met on Monday, and we had a great discussion regarding staff compensation and all of that. We will be going to an executive session later to fill in the rest of the commission. That was it.
Okay, very good. Any other questions on any of the committee reports? If not, any citizen comments? This section of the agenda is reserved for citizens wishing to address the commission regarding an agency-related issue. Comments related to future public hearings should be held for that public hearing. Persons wishing to speak will have 5 minutes. Anybody out there wanting to speak? All right, you're welcome to just sit and listen. That's okay. All right, thank you. Unfinished business. Do you have any unfinished business to address today? Okay. New business, Highway 41 Gravity Pipeline Upsize Project MOU. Diane.
Thank you. This MOU is between the city and the agency for the, to fund the Highway 41 upsizing from 12th Avenue to Horsehaven with tax increment from the East Post Falls District. The project will be designed this winter, and after right-of-way is acquired by ITD, the improvements will be constructed in 2019. City Council approved this MOU on November 6th, and it's now before you for approval. And I have asked Rob Paulus to be present this morning, and I see that John Beecham is also with him if you have any questions regarding that.
Okay, very good. Any questions that you've come up with regarding the MOU? I didn't see any myself, did you?
Not regarding the MOU, just for Mr. Meacham. Have we heard any further information back from ITD with regard to their timing on property acquisition or the opportunity to perhaps move that property and easement acquisition up for those parcels that we're going to be involved in upsizing? Yes, thank you.
Please state your name.
John Beecham, Public Works Director for the City of Post Falls. I'm not aware of any updates since we last spoke on that. The intended completion for right-of-way acquisition by ITD is still summer of 2019. Any nod of new information, Rob, that you'd like to share? All right, so Rob doesn't have any new information either. So.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else from anyone regarding the MOU? Pete, do you have any other comments or concerns or whatever on the MOU before we move forward?
No, Mr. Chairman, I reviewed it, and it looks good to me, so.
Okay, very good. Then I would entertain a motion to approve the memorandum of understanding for Highway 41 Gravity Pipeline Upsize Project.
I'd make a motion to approve the MOU.
Okay,
Second.
moved and seconded. Any further discussion? If not, roll call vote, please.
Baltzell,
Aye.
Crosby,
Aye.
Horn,
Aye.
Hauser,
Aye.
Coles,
Aye.
Davis.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, motion carried. Staff report and updates.
The only thing I have is the auditor is going to be in my office Monday, the 26th of November, to start their field work. So I've been working, getting them everything that they need, and he'll do his field work that day. So he'll probably be contacting some of the executive committee and going through those annual questions that he asks.
Sure, sounds good. Okay. Yes?
Chairman, one question for Diane. Did we get the renewal done on the Washington Trust CD that was maturing?
We did, Len. This morning I was going to check and make sure. It just happened, and so I was going to see if it was posted yet to see what the new balance was. But that transaction has taken place where they took the 10% of the loan balance down from our CDs that we have. So it reduced the loan at Washington Trust. So And I do have papers for you guys to sign on the renewal of this CD.
They did up our interest rate a little bit on the renewal, I think, on the CDs.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
slightly.
Yes. We do get a
How
little bit more
slightly did they
money.
I think they went from .2 to .5.
Something like that, yeah.
Hats and horns.
Better than nothing. Okay. Very good. Anything else on staff report and updates?
No?
Okay, very good. And next on the agenda is an executive session, and I would entertain a motion to move into executive session at this time.
I'd make a motion that we move into executive session for the following purposes pursuant to Idaho Code Section 74-206, 1B, to consider the evaluation of an employee, staff member, or individual agent. The executive session will take no longer than 15 minutes.
Okay, is there a second?
I second the motion.
Okay, very good. We need a roll call vote on that.
Baltzell?
Aye.
Crosby?
Aye.
Horn?
Aye.
Hauser?
Aye.
Coles?
Aye.
Davis?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, we are now going into executive session. It is 8:11 for 15 minutes. It is 8:24. We're coming back out of executive session into regular session. Move on with the agenda. Commissioner comments? Any comments from the commissioners at this time? Okay. Chairman comments. Okay, that's me. Well, I just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving for next week. I hope you're all the opportunity to spend time with family, and I know you're all thankful for all the wonderful things that you get the opportunity to do to serve your community, and I think it is an opportunity. So with that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I would move that we adjourn.
Is there a second? Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. We are adjourned.